Then and Now podcast coming to you live on Monday night, just like you know we would every night on Monday night at 8 p.m. And guess what? You still can have all the fun and leave your clothes on.
Whoa, for sure.
We got a very exciting night tonight. We got a whole genre of stuff, and we finna give y'all all aspects of Detroit, like we told y'all all long ago. This is the Then and Now show, and we trying to bridge the gap from then to now. So just hold on to your seats, and everybody strap in. Put a seatbelt on. You got a seatbelt over there?
Oh, for sure. Let's go.
Yeah, so we finna wrap this thing up. You got the Pistons game on. Whoa, we went down the other day. So right now, we still in New York, trying to redeem ourselves. Trying to get up out of New York unscathed. You know what I mean? At least 1-1. I don't know. They come back to Detroit a couple days. So we go to the game on right now. We watching it right now live. And we talking to y'all live. And we got special guests. So,
for sure.
Without further ado, we're going to bring out our first guest, which is a chef. One of the young chefs out here that's doing his thing, and he got a whole platform that he trying to bring forth to y'all. And I ate a pizza he had the other day. Whoa. Oh my God. I know we like the Wu-Tang from what we get this?
Pizza Cat.
But this guy here, man, Chef Leak, man, come on over to the show, man, and introduce yourself to the good people, man. And let's see information here, y'all. Come on, man.
Yeah, what up, though? What up, Joe?
What's the word?
This my man, Chef Leak, right here. I'm gonna let him give y'all his whole spiel on what he got going on over at the What You Want to Eat Food Cafe. Whoa.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Leak.
Every month or so, I'm trying to do a pop-up shop there. This past Saturday, I did my first one. It was 420 base. Also, if you know, you know, because I ain't about to be broadcasting that medicated pieces.
That's why I ate at y'all.
It's a whole nother, bag. People gonna be on your ass, be like, oh, I ain't got time for that. But I had a plethora of pieces. I'm talking about soul food pizza, chicken baconette, Hawaiian pizza, everything, even salads, and it's all halal, no pork. I'm not Muslim, but you feel me? I just know how to eat right.
You had a salad pizza?
No.
I thought you said you had a salad pizza. I was about to say, because I'm a vegetarian, right? I was about to say, I want to try that one. You feel me, baby?
The veggie pizza, though.
What was on the roasted veggie pizza?
Just a mixture of veggies, so it was corn, carrot, broccoli, cauliflower, spinach, red onion. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so that's right up your alley then.
That's right up my alley, yeah.
Okay then. So see, you got something. Because I can just go visit the hardest guy to please with food. You vegetarian. So he'll eat nothing. It's no wonder that he's busy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Hey, but I've been losing weight though. I've been doing one meal a day, and then during the day I eat fruits and vegetables. You feel me, like that? So I've been dropping. Y'all ain't gonna be calling me the fattest vegetarian that y'all know. You feel me?
I'm telling you.
And you know what I mean? And I stopped drinking. The next time I drink is gonna be something to celebrate about. So you know what I mean? Without that liquor, that stuff is just, that stomach is dropping.
Yeah, so he doing his thing, y'all. So shout out to G Lou, y'all. He on his journey. And you know what I'm saying? We all out there is trying to get better at something. So whatever you try to get better at, we gonna come with you on your journey, as we with him on his journey, and we on my journey and Leak journey. Mm-hmm. Be great. That's all we want to do is be greater. That's it. I can't complain about much else. But Leak, let's get more off into the chef in here though, because you that's not the only thing you do, right?
No.
Okay.
Well, yes and no, but primarily that's my main focus of life. I'm an executive sous chef for a local catering company.
Okay.
Full course catering.
Okay.
We do a lot of events for Triumph Church. Do festivals, the whole nine. It make dollars, it makes sense. Be there,
A Triumph Church. Now, that ain't the church they were locking the people in there, was it?
No, that's what busting.
Go ahead.
Hey, do you do the special, like, if somebody wanted want you to cook for him and they girl or something like that?
That's how I first started off. My whole experience career, I was doing a lot of
Right.
anniversaries, wedding day, proposal type ordeals. Valentine's Day, I would go up on Valentine's Day. Sure.
Go crazy. I know you go crazy.
We did my park thing, my block park.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, my God.
Niggas
Man.
that never had mac and cheese like that. They
Never.
just thought it was gonna
Eh.
be hard. Like
Eh.
moms and pops, you know what I'm saying? They ate
You
it.
went
They like,
crazy.
"Damn." I'm like,
Eh.
yeah, it's like
Eh.
that for real.
And Einstein would say, my greatest blunder is the thought I made a blunder. And he made it by mistake, actually. You know what I mean? He made it macaroni and cheese by mistake like that. And I say, he was like, man, I'm telling you, I did this and did that. I said, well, I don't know then. Let's see what you're talking about. We put it out there. I didn't get none to the end. I didn't get none of macaroni and cheese to the end. But everybody kept coming back to us, man, macaroni and cheese, fire. Macaroni and cheese, fire, fire, fire. I'm like, dang, was it fire? So when I finally ate some, I said, dang, this mac and cheese was fire. Then when you told me, like, yo, I really did that mistake. But now that I know I did it by mistake, I know what I'm doing to do it. And I said, oh, that was dope as well. You had made some more, whatever, for the block that time. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was real dope. Shout out to you for that. Because you came through in the clutch. 'Cause, you know, that slaved me that day. Took 660.
He was on that stop on the grill.
Yeah, I cooked like 660 wings in one day on a little bitty grill. I'm talking a little grill. Oh yeah, I had the wings on fire. Yeah, he bought the green beans too. He had the green beans too. And he came through all the sides. I had the meats, bars, and you know what I mean. He came directly with all the sides. That was, you know what I mean. It was dope till we got shut down by the power powers.
So what is the biggest venue you ever cooked for? How many the amount of people, the number of people that you didn't cook for? Because it's hard. Like you got to really know what you're doing when you get to cooking for a mass. You know what I mean? Like, you know, people be thinking they know how to get down, and then when it comes to that, that catering, and you got to cook for this mass of people, then they be like, then that some of that stuff be whacking as hell.
Not lying. That's what a lot of people feel at. But like my mentor, I've been working with him for like 6 years, and we throughout the years honing our skills, getting better. So I teach him little stuff like,
Okay, what's your name? What's your mentor name?
TJ Williams.
Okay, shout out to TJ Williams then. Yeah, we got to shout him out. Yeah.
6 years, and every year we always go up and up. But,
Right.
my biggest holiday, say we just do whole spread for this secondary plant
Yeah.
called DMS off of their Schoolcraft and Southfield based.
Oh, you talking about the craft? You talking about my hood?
So,
Okay then.
plus each shift.
Right.
Thanksgiving we did dressing, smoked turkey, green, yam, mac, whole nine. It's more so like realistically with like the win and that category, you gotta just prep your game. Like you gotta be prepped up, ready. That way you can take the time out your day to make sure everything is uniform, everything's consistent. You gotta do that shit all in one day and you just rambling, running through, you gonna mess up somehow.
Right.
But just doing it, not taking some time. And, like, as my mentor, like, you ain't making love to your food.
Right. Right.
Or something.
Right.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what, you know what I mean. But that's what they say. They be like, you know what I mean. Like they be like, this, you got to make love to it. You feel me? And that's when you know, like when you taste, you know, because I'd have been at certain events and you taste everything and everything was good.
Right.
You was like, man, everything was hitting. You feel me?
Everything hit.
Like today, salad, like we do a pasta salad, chicken Caesar salad, veggie pieces.
Right.
Soul food pizza. That, yeah, I'm trying to see what was on that soul food pizza.
Well, you can't eat that.
I just still want to know. I ain't never heard of a soul food pizza. I make you do a veggie soul food pizza.
You gonna do a veggie soul
Take the
food
roasted
pizza?
so take the roasted veggies, take the soul food base, have the greens on there, boom, a little light cheese, still get to with the garlic butter. Wow, you good to go.
You don't cook your greens with meat?
Nah,
It's
here we
been
go.
changed.
Oh, I'm mindful.
It's been changed, bro.
Like I
Okay,
will
so
if
you
I
got-
got to, but I'm mindful of all these different dietary needs, and then they don't want to get all the money.
Okay. Oh, I got to pull a little, you know what I'm saying? I got to pull a little gear right quick. Hold on. Put this thing in neutral right quick. Now, this is a big topic that's going on right now. I'm glad we got a chef on here so we can get this out the way. Now, they got a topic going on about your generation of people not putting meat in the green. Like, what's up with this? Is this a thing?
Mine is more so just like I said, dietary.
Right.
For some folks, I know everybody not gonna get down with the get down, but I don't eat pork, so I put a smoked turkey in there off bills for sure. Like if I'm doing, like I mentioned with DMS, they want smoked turkey in their greens. You know what I'm saying? It's a given. But as far as when I'm trying to base it for different people, I'm gonna do it just simple veggie seasoning, a little bouillon, boom, water, keep it cool, play. You know what I'm saying? So everybody can indulge.
All right. Well, my thing is so basically, the vegetarian down here. I'm gonna ask you about these greens. So when you eat your greens, don't have no meat in them. Am I correct?
No.
Okay. So
No.
what you got in your greens, bro?
It be
I don't know,
onions. It be onions in there. See, look. Let me tell you something.
Oh,
You know,
here we
listen.
go.
When
Here
you
we go.
listen, when you know how to cook, you know how to cook. You feel me?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you can substitute and make, you know what I mean, still make this taste good without the meat. That's when you know how you know how to cook.
Yeah.
You feel me, B?
Okay, now I hear you, man. But my
Like
thing is,
for real. Like
my-
who was that? Oh, down at the co-op. The co-op right there on Woodward. They got the coldest. They got some greens so out cold.
mean green
I'm talking about with no meat in them.
at the co-op.
At the co-op, and they was like, and the one lady, they was coming. They like these greens so good. I said, well, let me taste them. And she was a vegetarian. She was like, and they ain't got no meat in them. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that just lets you know that, you know what I mean. Like when you know how to cook, you know how to cook. Just like when I cook my vegetarian meals,
Yeah.
you know, the meat eaters,
Yeah.
the savages,
Yeah.
you feel me? I give them that stuff and they be like, this vegetarian? You know what I mean?
Well, my thing is, you know that I mean, this is a common statistical fact that a lot of vegetarians pass away early because y'all have too much soy in y'all diet.
Eat a lot of soy.
So I don't know, but that's, you know what I mean, that's already been statistically proven.
That ain't, man.
I'm
You
just
always be
going
coming
bro.
with these.
Hey,
You
man.
always, every time, he always come with a rebuttal on some statistics. You know what I mean? Oh, vegetarians, they die early because they got too much soy in it. You know what I mean? Like, oh nah, you know what I mean? Like, it's always something he got to come up with some statistic and always got to try to combat or just like, you know what I mean? Shut the fuck up with that shit. Like, Jesus Christ.
The statistic.
You always got it. You know what I mean? Just like, you know what I mean? Just like we had, look, Chip, we had, well, one time we had my man sent me the statistics of, you know, Detroit at the highest of graduation. You feel me? So we applaud in that moment, you know, happy for that moment. This nigga, he talking about something. Yeah, you know why they got the highest graduation? Because of the population, my G. Because the population has. No, you just can't just celebrate the fact that they just. You know what I mean? We doing good with the kids. You gotta always come with some statistics and try to knock the shine off a nigga. Like, damn, let a nigga have his shine. Like, you know what I mean? Like I say, my grandma say, even the sun will shine on the dog's ass.
It was point shaving, man. It was point shaving.
Like, Jesus Christ.
It was point shaving. I seen it. Like, yo, I see it. You know what I mean? You manipulate the stats over there.
But anyway, back to Chef.
So what we got coming up in the future for Chef Lee? Oh, matter of fact, let everybody know where they can get at you and follow you at.
So follow me at Quality Catering 313 on Instagram. Like the page on Facebook, Twitter, everything. You know, Chef Lee Cars or want to book somebody to make sure you and your lady or your significant other can be catered to, birthdays, anniversaries, the whole nine. But as far as my future endeavors,
Yeah.
about around this time next year, you'll see me at the pool hall full time.
Okay.
Quality Pies will be the name of the spot.
Quality pies. Whoa.
Oh, you talking about that? You gonna be at What You Want to Eat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They doing the revamp of his little spot with a brick and all that as well. We got his bricks and stuff that.
So I can't even express how excited I am about that because I've been doing this since 2017. Just more so getting my name out of here, just doing catering gigs, whether it's big catering gigs, whether it's something intimate. So I was selling dinners.
Right.
First started off outside Make clearly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Out here.
Right.
He was selling cheesesteaks to GT.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Food to the whole
Shout out
studio.
GT,
Shout out GT for sure.
Yeah.
Jay Will for putting me on and putting me in position to network with
Go,
everybody.
Jay Will. Yeah, Jay Will, good guy. We seen him last night.
Yeah. We 420 with him last night. We was out 420.
So you Bristol.
Yeah. We was
They was,
real good.
yeah, they was 420 and it up. So you know what I mean. So when you met him, what did he say? What did he have? Did he have any statistics about your shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know the statistics. You
Let me tell you a story, Walker.
Mr. Cooper. You know what I mean? Have you ever thought about a food truck?
Yeah. If the premiere of my spot at the pool hall takes longer than anticipated, I'm sure the pool food truck. I've already been scoping out little boxes.
Right.
Whole thing for it, just more so just kind of offer pieces, sandwiches, wrap, the whole thing, mac and cheese.
Bro.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely buy some of that mac and cheese.
Right.
Bro. Man,
Whatever makes the
fire.
most sense to go to festival. Like, I want a food truck more so because when I go to festival, food for somebody. Oh, if you feel this, to taste the poor quality, like grease old as hell, or they ain't give a fuck about making it look better.
Right.
Or use a bold product. So I just change the whole thing.
Right.
All right. Well, how about this? Let's talk about some of the philanthropy that you do. Cause I know personally that you make food for the elderly.
Yeah.
So talk about that a little bit.
So on a daily basis, we
And niggas is not rich. And this is what y'all be having to understand out there. Niggas is not rich, and this is what niggas be doing on a regular. This is what people don't be understanding about the community. You feel? Go ahead, Dick. My bad.
every day we for sure give back to those who are less fortunate. We typically go to Rosa Park bus station, set up the whole 930.
Right.
Plant, do that same thing, smoke turkey, greens, the whole nine. And on a daily basis, we house, right now we have 31 residents, they're all elderly. They all have dietary restrictions, this, that, the third. We get hot meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast go out at 9, and then 3 hours afterwards, they got their lunch. 3-4 hours afterwards, they got their dinner. They want something else on their own dime, boom. But we don't ever give them no poor quality. They lamb chop, smoked salmon, smoked turkey. Oh no, they don't eat like
Let me
how
tell
they
you.
eat at little spots around Troy or something else. They got their people put up and you get food, sandwiches, chicken. No, we get.
And let me tell you, you know what I'm saying? You know, my greedy old fat old self, I done had some of their food because they didn't eat all of their food. So, you know what I'm saying? Bless my game and brought me some of the same food, the dietary food. And let me tell you, the boy still puts the thing down on the dietary food.
And still make it still
You better bet that.
don't taste dietary.
No,
but
it
it's
does
still
not. No,
but
it
it's
do
still
not.
dietary.
You goddamn, yes, it
When you
is.
know how to cook, you know how to cook. You feel me, B?
Yeah, I hear you again with this. Yeah, I hear you. I ain't got no stats. Stats on that, man. Stats on that, man. But listen,
This nigga is a wild piece of work right here.
check my man Chef Leak out over at What You Want to Eat Food or Quality Pies coming to you next year, and you can hit him up on his Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. What is it again, Leak?
Quality catering. 5-star quality food.
Mhm.
Arm, leg, and foot.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
Look
then
him up, man.
if you forget that, then just holler at Then and Now. We get in touch
We'll-
with him.
yeah,
for you.
we'll put
because
you
we
up.
know you ain't gonna forget Then and Now.
Yeah,
You feel me,
we'll
B?
put y'all-
So and then we'll put you together. But we gonna put something together. We still got to throw the Then and Now official coming out party.
Jamboree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
So,
coming
you know
out.
what I mean?
Jamboree. We ain't coming out of nothing. We gonna throw the Jamboree pause.
I'm talking about the Then and Now
Yeah.
podcast
Yeah.
coming out party, nigga.
Jamboree.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't even know
So-
what you talking about, Jamboree. I'm
Okay.
talking about
Damn it,
Then
yeah.
and Now podcast.
Yeah,
Party.
party. There you go. Yeah, all right.
You just jumped. I don't know what you talking about.
Well, look, thanks, Lee, for coming on the show, man. I appreciate you, my G. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make the show.
We gotta get some of that soul food pieces. You know what I mean? Put that.
That's what's so.
It's gonna be a blessing. Oh, but then think about how you can make that salad pizza.
Don't think about that. Don't think about that.
Because I know he said a salad pizza. I'm like a salad pizza.
He got happy. That nigga
All right, man. We
All right,
bro.
broski.
Coming out today, man. Thank you. So, moving right along with the show or whatever, we want to, you know what I'm saying, send a special shout out to Leak. Pretty much anybody over there what you want to eat food on, because it's the only black food plaza that I've seen in the whole tri-state area. You know what I mean? You got to go all the way down to Atlanta to witness and see something like that. So, in the meantime, in between time, y'all do know yesterday was 420. So, me and him, we went out yesterday and did some things. We tried to go show some love at all the event. Went down there with Jasmine Renee. She had the Baddies exclusive. She did her thing down there. You can see that on my page at simply_cheesecake_. We did that. We also went out to Inkster. Runaway Love. Yeah, shout out to Runaway Love at Mr. Runaway Love. Shout out to them. We went out there and we 420'd out there. Had a ball out there with them boys out there. And we went and met comic Jay Will down at the Shadow Gallery. Had a ball down there also.
Oh, and where we go? We went upstairs to the, what was that?
The Baddies exclusive. I had to put them up on what was going on.
The Baddies
Somebody had to put me up on
exclusive.
what was going on, because I was kind of out the loop with the Baddies. But you know what I mean? I'm in the loop now a little bit, not as much. But I'm more in the loop now from last night, because she just showed us some exclusive material. You know, she showed stuff that's coming up on the finale or whatever, where you don't know who's going to fight who, and they just fight.
And they just
Why
fight for no
They just
reason
fight.
whatsoever.
I was talking to her last night. You know, I was so busy trying to plug her to come on the podcast for next Friday on Monday or whatever. And I forgot to ask, like, what are y'all fighting for? I forgot to ask you that. I wanted to ask her about, like, and you know, she was hating those, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's my girl, though. You know, shout out to Jasmine Renee. Then we seen Comic J. Will. And that was,
Jackpot, you know what I mean? Jackpot, you know what I mean? What up, dog? Got
Yeah.
you back on the scene.
Yes, shout out to
You feel
Jackpot,
me?
man. One thing I can say about Jackpot, man, no matter what's going on, that guy shows up. If he say he gonna be somewhere, man, he's there, man. I'm telling you, man.
We seen some of the legends and founders of the city. Big Herc was there.
Yeah.
My man Fame 313, he was there.
Bando.
Plugged in Will, he was there.
Bando.
You talking about the guy that was dressed up like? Who was the guy that was dressed up with the suit and the like Morris Day? Oh no, not him.
Yeah.
There's some guy on there I just seen on what's his name. He was dressed up like Morris Day or something. Like I don't know who he was.
I was in a whole nother episode. I don't remember all these people. I didn't even know what was going on. That was so crazy. I got video footage. And that's why it works. I didn't know all this was going on. So yeah, they definitely had me in the zone off of the.
Huh?
Oh, that was going on.
All that was going on. I left. I seen that when we left. You know what I mean? I seen that on the ground. The guy, he was, you know what I mean? Like he was getting busy
so
too.
what you got there in your hand, man?
So we got my man's Wacky's Laid.
Here we
You
go.
feel me? Wacky's Laid. Hey, this boy, I don't know if y'all can see it,
Say
but
one sip, y'all. It's
One
it.
sip.
What it say, y'all?
One sip. You see that?
What it
You
say?
see the man late. You see the man stretched out. That you know what I mean? That's how it's one sip. It's gonna
That's
put
what
you out.
labeling on the back up here.
Put you in a diabetic coma.
I guess these are.
hey, that was so good. Hey.
So this does contain alcohol.
Oh, you got the ones with the twist. Wacky's Laid with a twist. That's the one that got alcohol in it. Like
So these don't have alcohol. This is just straight up lemonade,
that's just straight up Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, when they got with a twist on it, that mean they got liquor in it.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
You see what I'm saying?
keep these away from kiddos. Nah, don't be letting them come
Right.
out with no wacky. You know what I'm saying? Here,
With no wacky.
Talking about hey.
Drinking the regular Wackies.
So
they
hold
gonna
on.
bounce it off the
How
wall.
much are these things?
He sell these for $10.
And what about without the alcohol?
With the alcohol is 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with the alcohol, just the regular is 10. With the alcohol is 15.
Okay.
You got Wackies, you know what I mean? We did the GLF print did the labels.
Okay.
You feel me? So y'all know.
Shout out to GFL Print.
GLF print for the labels. You know what I mean? Y'all need all y'all printing needs. Y'all come to GLF print. You know what I mean? Y'all call 248-252-2564 and we got you.
Just plug this up, y'all.
Yeah.
Yo,
We got another guest now. Let me
the guest on the show, man. And this right here is, you know what I'm saying, something miraculous because he'd be able to even be sitting here doing this right now with this guy that I'm trying to bring on or whatever. It's like amazing because we've been places together, and man, let me tell you, it's amazing thinking back almost 25 years ago, and we be able to sit here and be able to try and get across a message on the same accord. We beat the same drum, and we try to get these messages out to the youth where we already done been through that. So you ain't got to go through that. You know what I mean? There's other ways on how y'all can make humanity actually better and create a whole different society that's way better than the society that we had and that y'all got right now. So no further ado, let me bring my man's on. Fecal Gotti Raw Reality. Yes, Raw Reality is in the building. Yes,
What up,
he is
y'all?
here. He is here. Y'all always tell it, oh, you on point, this and that. The of the ups is here today with y'all right here. Raw Reality. What's up with you, my G?
What's that word? Y'all all right?
Ah, man, we
Well,
cool.
thanks for having me on. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. I like the setup, man. I feel like it's safe.
That's a dope name though. That's a dope name. I'm feeling that name though.
Yes.
I know the young ones they like it. Yeah.
With me.
Right. That's what's up.
And that's dope because you know what I'm saying, you got thousands of people tuning into your stories every day when you post on your Instagram, your reels or whatever. And how do you come up with your topics for each day?
I really just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people DM me like, look, man, talk about this or say something about that, or I can see something on the gram and just give my perspective on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes I might remix somebody else, reel what they had going on and just put my view on it.
Okay. So now, let me so when in the process of giving your perspective, I noticed that most time you always do pretty much let let me back up. So let me explain to you the premise of our podcast, which is then and now. So what we're doing is we taking stuff from back then and we comparing it to stuff that's going on now. So now, on your platform, when you talking with the youth, you haven't did an now moment, believe it or not. I, you know what I'm saying? So this is why I keep telling y'all. Yeah, and I keep telling you, we beat the same drum. That's what I keep telling y'all. We making the same noise with the same energy level. And it's crazy. It's amazing that we able to do this. So my thing is, you talking to the youth. How do you really get your message across to the youth? Like you got boys yourself too, by the way. Yeah. So how do you get your message across to the youth?
Raw, with using reality, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
raw reality. I can't sugarcoat it. You know what I'm saying? I talk to them same way I talk to my people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
Right.
some of them don't like it. Some of them understand it. You know, like I say, I'm still getting some people. I'm catching their attention. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they picking up on. You know, for the most part, I just speak. You know what I'm saying? It's easy
Right.
speaking to Instagrams, talking to my phone, and letting my voice go different ways than me trying to pull up on them and see them while they in the act. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The person got their
Right. Yep.
all day.
Right.
That's why I just push it like that. You know what I'm saying?
And that what's the name worked too. And that boost your reel, that worked. It worked.
I used it a couple times, but man, if I say the right thing, I don't need.
Right. No, I got you.
But
But it's just yeah.
fight, but I keep man like people like bartender.
Right.
It's people get onto it. You feel
Motor.
like, it goes, man. It goes in
Right.
and out.
No, I got you. No, I got you. You know what I mean? Just you know what I mean? Like when you know, like if you know what I mean, like you want to get some stuff, you know what I mean? Cause I use it and I shoot it out there.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like here, I'm gonna make sure it's gonna get out there. You know.
Definitely.
But yeah, I understand what you saying though. Yeah, but that's what's up though. You know what I mean? So when you know your artists, and you know, it's an art to all this stuff. When you figure out, and you know, you don't need that. Like you say, you don't need it. There's just art to it.
So all these things, like we try to do, he also does on this platform is try to keep y'all abreast to as much things that's going on in the media that's already out here on social media and give our opinion as to what we've seen and what we've witnessed ourselves and our experiences as far as in that situation. So what I'm finna do, because Gotti ain't even know this was finna happen, I'm finna put him on the spot. And we finna take a few situations and get his opinion on what he think. You know what I mean? We just gonna get his straight up opinion. And we gonna just move from subject to subject. You know what I mean? And these things are going on right now in America with our communities. All right, G. Louis, get something ready now, because he loaded. He loaded now. Big U. What's your thoughts on that? Wrong reality.
Wrong reality. Got
Yeah.
Big U, a street nigga. First, a prison nigga.
Okay.
Right.
Him is prison politics.
Oh, wow.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Straight up raw dog. Look, nigga. Nigga, we the deepest. You know what I'm saying? We pressing. You feel me? We pressing. We old school pressing. When the stamps was here, hey homeboy, you going in? Take this envelope that they used to give us for the store card.
Right.
They split. If he grab it, he's in. Paper, nothing. But it's gonna be 300 books. It's gonna be 300 stamps in there when dog's supposed to get it. You feel me?
Right.
You feel me? You going to both bike tactics, man. Them old school. You flicked up old school jail tactics, man. He's crazy. He's pressing. But everybody got their picks. Everybody got their picks. You know what I'm saying?
So you said that Big U wasn't pressing everybody?
I mean, a lot of people didn't go for that shit. Some people didn't go for it. You know what I'm saying? But the people who did go for it, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you know.
So the outcome, raw reality. What's the outcome of this
Yeah.
situation?
Yeah. That's the raw reality of it.
Okay.
Yeah, a long
Okay.
time too.
Whoa. Whoa. Raw reality we got yeah. Raw reality we got on. Yeah. Right here on Did It
I
Now.
don't really deal with nobody, but I ain't no fool. And you know, once you do certain shit, the police get, feds get you. You got niggas on the podcast telling your story about shit that really happened and this shit that really happened. You know what I'm saying? They going back to it. The feds ain't got to do too much work. You feel
Okay.
me? The work is already done. That shit is documented. They just go back and dissect shit like you know, like they edit it. You know what I'm saying? Edit all the shit that they saying Big U was behind.
Okay.
You know?
And the reason why I'm bringing these people up that I'm asking Gotti about is because these people were pillars in their communities in some form or matter. Because he has type of youth leagues going and all types of other stuff that he was actually doing in the community. How that tied in with all this other stuff, I have no idea. But eventually, I guess as the paperwork and all that come out, we'll eventually be able to see it. I don't know. But that's why I had to bring, you know what I'm saying, him up. You know what I mean?
Big U, all the Brick Baby, you know what I'm saying? They
So
all talking, they all doing shit that they actually doing.
yeah, that's wild work.
That's
And,
crazy.
yeah, that's wild work. Let me go a little bit deeper though, because you know, I believe you know what I'm saying. You know about the song. I know, G. Louis know about the song.
What
Houdini,
song?
Friends, and you know, as you reading and going more into this thing, and you start to see it for what it is. Do you think that Big U has something to do with Nipsey being unalive?
I believe it was mad politics behind it.
Yeah.
I believe.
I mean, I've been reading some stuff too. It opened my eyes to a whole bunch of other stuff
I'm
too.
gonna say this. Say this. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the whole way that shit went down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, they had, it wasn't the enemy that killed him.
Right. That was his man.
No, it was somebody that close.
Yeah.
And then
In the circle.
right.
Eric Holder. That's his name.
Right. Boom.
Yeah, that's his name. Eric.
And like they say, it's always somebody, you know what I mean, that's close to you. That you know what I mean, that'll get you.
You know, everybody spin the narrative on what was said, who said, you know, he said this, he said, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think that nothing had to be said when the guy already knows.
Yeah.
Right. I get you. Yeah, you're right.
Like, you know, the youth, you know what I'm saying? Perfect.
Personally,
I seen it.
Way to fuck. We're not gonna say the evidence. We're gonna say the street politics.
Right.
Way the street politics is set up. We heard things that is said from his own mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's you know it's not hard.
right.
But no genuine relationship at that point. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly. But you know what I mean? Like the whole thing, as you see the whole thing unfold, you see that, you know, they are saying that Nip, you know, he ain't bigger than the program because he's starting to, you know what I mean? Because he's starting to really get money and he's starting to elevate. And then they felt like, you know, you know, like, oh, you know, like you think you bigger than the program, man. He's going to millions and millions. He was just about to get like 25, 130 million from Jay-Z.
Wow. Press.
You know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean? The whole thing was, you know, Jay said it in the song. He told him, he was like, hey, you got it. You know what I mean? You on your way. He was just about to get broke off. You know what I mean? And they killed that boy.
yeah, that's what break the off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Trying to, you know, it ain't about this big set at this point. You know what I'm saying? So once you get big set, you ain't, you feel me? You're not doing the, you know, repetition. You stop doing what you've been doing. Shit, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? You know, you cash cow.
Right.
They really ain't nothing. Don't know that.
And
So
You eat, they eat.
yeah,
so
when is enough enough, right? You know what I
right,
mean? When do I stop giving the niggas face though?
man.
Give it
That's
free,
man.
bro.
You know what I mean? Like,
Nigga ain't never
listen.
gave me nothing like that. You know what I mean? Sure, that's why I work.
So now look, I got this for you. So we gonna jump to this now. So now, what do you think about us growing up back then? Us growing up back then, in the game, trying to make it to get out the game, right? You got people, you got all these guys now that's making it and getting money to get in the game and try to be gangsters. What you think about that? Raw reality. Label. Right.
But like I tell all my nephews, man, when they say crazy, wild stuff, that's crash out material, I be like, man, you brave, man. And you know, my thing is, why they get how they so old and they crashing out? Look at Young Thug. I was like, and he's still crashing out.
Right.
This generation.
He
No,
almost 40, ain't he?
no.
He's still in his 30s, ain't he?
Yeah.
One generation. You know what I'm saying? He's from the Instagram generation.
Right.
Show and prove. You know what I'm saying? You got it. It's bigger than ego. You know what I'm saying? It's the brand. You know, a lot of people would still be alive if it wasn't. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you don't know that they ego fit.
Right.
Oh wow.
Right. Exactly.
See, if you see a person ego get challenged on Instagram, social media, now you got it.
Right.
Oh wow.
Now you got to take care of that. Just like, you know what I mean? What's so crazy is on interviews, one of their homies get killed and all that stuff. They asking this guy on an interview, you gonna slide for dog? What? You know what I mean? That's like your man just get killed and we come on here and then we gonna ask, yeah, man, I know your man's got killed, man. I know you sliding for dog.
Say you ever come to that point. Podcast, in the street,
Mm-hmm.
in the cell, talking to your homie, giving war stories and shit. You feel me? You don't gotta say nothing. I don't give a fuck what a motherfucker asks.
Talk too much.
It's up to you whether or not you want to
Yeah.
answer the question. You know what I'm
Talking so
saying?
goddamn much.
So, I tell you, you don't gotta say nothing. My folks like you said, it's like you get arrested. No, nigga, you arrest yourself when you say certain shit. You know what I'm saying? You put a warrant out on yourself. You just waiting for them bitches to catch you. Say, once you say certain shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's, you know what I mean? Because they what was his name? No Jumper, Adam.
Yeah.
When they came and got him, the feds came and got him.
Right.
And all they wanted was that podcast when Big Use about the Nipsey thing or something. You know what I mean?
Did he
That's
give it
all
to
they
him?
wanted.
Did he give it to him? Oh yeah. Well, oh, there we go. Hey.
What, but they tried to, but they tried to do what's his name? They tried to do Vlad TV like that. Vlad didn't give it to him.
Oh wow.
Vlad didn't give it to him. Vlad was like, man, I ain't giving y'all nothing. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
But can't they just take it down off the
Huh?
internet?
But they didn't give it to him though. He felonies and all that. Oh, right. 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 Vlad is you know what I mean? Vlad is, he know the law. He, you know what I mean? Like they was like, man, well, you can get that from somewhere else. Yeah.
Speaking back on Rick situation.
Right.
Right.
right there. You can see that bitch clear as day. You feel me?
Oh wow.
Because he
Right. Right.
all my
Oh wow. This is wild work.
That's yeah. That's you know what I mean. Like, but for one, I ain't even about to be on the like. We ain't even about to even do that. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying though, we know we got beef like that. How we even in the same room if we got a
Sit down.
problem? I don't understand that. If we ain't come to sit down and squash whatever we come to squash, why is that motherfucker here? You know what I'm saying? Not. Why would I be here? Not trusting the person that brought me here to come in here like that. I don't understand that. That was just wild work in itself.
they going on no dump. All type of shit happened on those
You
dump.
feel? Yeah, he got beat up before, didn't he? Well, one of the rappers beat him up or something. He asked, he said something. He was, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Daddy, a porn star? But wow.
Anywho,
And
though.
his wife too. I think they both his wife, him and his wife, porn star. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know. Shout out to them. They live in hell.
That's you know what I mean. That's what go on out and what's out there. Let's focus on what's going on here in the city. Some good stuff. Let's you know what I mean. Let's tackle that.
I had to throw that out there because of the philanthropy that he was doing. That's why I had to bring him into the mix, because a lot of guys that's doing illegal stuff, don't bring that around kids, man. If you're doing programs for the kids, let that program be for the kids, and go on, take your riffraff stuff on back wherever you at. You ain't got to be vocal and saying what you're doing and none of that. As long as the kids is able to do what they're able to do, and that's what's up. You ain't got to be trying to be Guy Fisher or nothing. Just go ahead and fall on back. Just fall on back and just chill out, relax, lick your nuts, back. But nah, it's time for a Did It Now moment. Now that I got Gotti on here. And the Did It Now moment is this. This is an ongoing situation with the youth. The YNs and the YNBs, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call them. You know, chicks. But anywho, yeah, whatever you want to call them. You know what I'm saying? But listen, it's crazy that the youth only listen to the OG or the older person if they're financially stable or have a nice car or a lot of jewelry or something like that. When back in our day, I remember listening to any old person that was telling you anything positive or something to tell you the right thing to do. It wasn't many old people allowing you to really do nothing bad. I don't care what you chose to do. They would tell you like, nah, you don't want to do that. From dealing drugs, smoking drugs, drinking 40 ounces, all that dumb old bullcrap nigga did growing up as a teenager and as a kid. So what's your legislation on how we can possibly try to bridge the gap to get these kids just to listen a little bit? If they just listen just a little bit, you know what I mean?
But just speaking to we'll bring the mic closer to you. They say you.
Raw reality with Gato
Yo, okay.
starts with parents.
Come here. Go ahead. Tell the
Come
parents.
here, parents.
Tell the parents.
Come here. Y'all
Yeah.
scared of your own kids.
Whoa.
Y'all kids is the young niggas.
Yes.
Some of y'all nephews, some of y'all they the young niggas. They the niggas out here that's the YNs that's raising the crime rate. That don't respect nothing. That go in the gas station and cut in front of the older person who don't hold the good door for the. That's some of y'all sons. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all need to start taking responsibility for y'all kids. That's where we start at, and then people like us, people like you know what I'm saying, other people that's trying to reach them and talk to them, but shit, they don't listen to their parents or got no guidance from the parents or ain't no repercussions at home. Man, shit, they don't respect nothing. You just got to catch the ones you can catch. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully the ones you catch got enough influence that they bring some friends along. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but see, my thing be this though, man. Due to the fact, like, okay, you might got two good parents that's taking care of the kid good, right? All good money. But then you got these other 18 parents that's just, you know what I'm saying, floozying and frolicking, and they got to mix in with the two. Well, how the other two gonna be able not turn out to be like these other 18?
Because you got, because this is totally different age. You got the kids You got the parents that's trying to be friends with the kids. You know what I mean? Smoking and drinking and
All right.
you know what I mean? Like this my you know what I mean? Like this my nigga right here. You
Right.
feel me? Like, oh, I'm partying. Me and my daughter, we going to party hardy.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, it ain't like she grown. She still young. You know what I mean? She need to be figuring out what she doing with her life and going to school and you know what I mean, and tackling that job and talking about hanging out. Y'all talking about what party y'all going to. You know what I mean? Ma, we got the concert coming up and this and that. Y'all, yeah, girl, we gonna be deep in that. You feel me?
That's real shit right there. That's real shit because man, the parents is living through the kids these days. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They living through the kids. You know, their daughters coming out, shit, looking like the mama.
Right.
Looking
Right. Yep.
at 13, 14.
Yep.
So they doing TikToks with them. They you know, they
Yep.
sharing clothes and shit. You feel me?
Right.
They, you know, they going to get their hair done at same fucking hairstyle and shit. Like they want to be sisters. They twins. My
Right.
and not my daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Exactly.
then the dude, shit, the dudes, you know, they spinning with they, you know, they kids got some shit going on, nigga. They fuck around, be in the car with their kids, nigga. With
Mm-hmm.
pull up, the daddy and they, you feel me?
Right.
Daddy, pulling up at nobody's house, he talking about, come on, give them a gun. You feel me? That's what's going on. And then when shit go wrong, you feel me? The daddy don't even do the bit with the son. Or they both do.
Right.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. This shit
'Cause-
wild.
Because it's supposed to be one of the son and the daddy supposed to robbed and killed PNB Rock.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Crazy.
So you know what I'm saying? It's like shit. It's different. You know what I'm saying? It's different.
Yeah, it's a different world.
How can you tell your son or your daughter to do certain shit when you doing the same shit they do?
Yeah, that's what the OGs to me fail at, because you have to create some sort of separation. And the separation can't be you hanging out with them doing everything they doing. And no matter how much fun they might be seeming like they having, and you might want to chill and hang out with the YNs, you can't do it, You can't do it,
you know, but
Can't do it,
Like some of these niggas be washed up though, right? They be washed up.
Yeah.
They be washed.
And it's crazy.
So they with the younger dudes who having their way, you know what I'm saying, to try to, you know, slide up under them, you know what I'm saying, use they
influence.
sense,
Right.
you know, they past history, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some of them be solid, you feel me? They be solid, they can teach them something and probably show them something even though they ain't having much. But
Right.
9 times out of 10, they ain't got nothing to offer the young niggas.
You know,
Who is
so you know what I mean? It's like this, right? So when you go, when you and the youngins have an encounter, you supposed to get them and take them in your environment. You see what I'm saying? Like, look, we about to go to this. We about to go meet these people with these businesses. We about to go shoot over here. I'm about to show you how. You know, like, come hang. You gonna hang in my world today. You know what I mean? You know, y'all ain't on the block. Y'all ain't going to the club. We about to show you about this business, about how to get this legal money. You
Right.
see what I'm saying?
And that's the biggest thing.
expose them to something that they haven't been exposed to.
And
You
that's-
feel me?
And that's one of the biggest things in the black community or whatever. We do not teach financial literacy. All we do is be like, go buy, And then when the kid grow up, you done enable it so much, it don't know how to go out and do this stuff for itself. How y'all expect for it to go out and do this for itself? All you did was say, and you just gave it. Now you look up, it's 18, you had this big dumb old crime send off and all this dumb old bull crap. Now you talking what your son or your daughter doing. Nothing. What? They 20 now. They sat around the house for 2 years.
when I got a homeboy who had to work 3 years.
Ah!
So he don't work, he just yeah,
Oh, wow.
come across money.
Right.
How he come across money. But his son paid the bill.
Wow. That's wild work.
That's wild work.
Oh Lord,
That's wild work.
do the work. You know,
That's wild work.
Right. And all stuff like that. Right. And he ain't even, you know what I mean, like, you know, see you say like that, you know what I mean, like some, you know what I mean, put me up on that so I can, you know what I mean? Him paying the bills and he just, you know, like, right.
And I just came up with this a couple days ago because it's been mentioned to me like 4 times in one day. I heard 4 people one day say some people ain't meant to have no children. I said, wow. And it was incidents that was happening as we was going through just day-to-day life with 4 different people I was talking to in one day. That was Saturday. 4 people. They were like, man, look at this. Some people don't meant to have no kids. Because it was like nice outside, but it wasn't that nice outside. Kids out in the park with no jackets on.
Oh, yeah.
No, they just out there just running wild, just sniffling and everything. Hey,
Right. That's the same thing I tell my son. He come, I say, man, this not summer, dog. Like, man, where's your jacket at?
You can't tell a kid. Put jacket.
yeah, that.
You
There you go.
it's outside, mama. You ain't got no clothes on.
Look, hey, that's just like when you go like down in the winter when the concerts at the LCA and stuff like that. Man, them women be out there, they be freezing, they be half naked. They be half naked. I'm talking about, you know what I mean? They got on the
They don't give a damn.
the fishnets with
They
the
be
shorts.
having tennis heels on, right? They gotta wear them bitches all night. Toe up. They don't give a damn.
But they usually be having them. They usually have them little flat things in there too, though. But the whole point is, it be freezing outside, and they, you know what I mean, like they be trying to look so cute. You know what I mean, like they do be looking good.
Shout out to them. For
They
looking
do.
good.
You know what I mean, like we know that we know Detroit got some of the finest women in
No doubt.
the world. Point blank. When the concerts and all that major stuff come out, they come out in droves, in packs. It'd be amazing.
We definitely.
What Cam and May say? Who got the most beautiful women? And then both of them was just like Detroit, and they just kept saying Detroit, and they was laughing like, yeah, Detroit, yeah. For sure.
You gotta think, you know what I mean?
Shout out to ladies from Detroit. So, y'all.
Yes, we do got the most beautiful women in the world.
Yes,
you know
we
what I
do.
mean?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'm gonna say America.
I just said in the world. You know what I mean? Because I ain't been everywhere.
have-
So I'm gonna say,
why
I'm gonna
I said
stick to
America.
what I have seen. I'm gonna say
That's why.
the city in the world.
That's what
That's what I'm sticking with. You know what I mean?
he said. It, y'all.
I heard you say that he got he got a pick. You feel me? He got to pick everything apart.
Hey,
Right.
no, yo,
Make
Sure, he
All the time. All the time.
This will go. This will go. It's go with this one. I'm gonna let this one go. You know what I'm saying? He like the girls, man. All the girls all around the world, baby. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he gonna touch this one. Man. He gonna do this right.
You better do you better say the right thing. You hear you podcast, they gonna see you out and they gonna be on your head. Talking about what? You ain't even you what?
Right.
better than us.
You what?
No,
You going against the home team?
no, I know that beautiful, you know what I'm saying, women, you know what I'm saying, around definitely in Detroit because of the fact that we happen to be 78% black. Yeah, so that gives you a better percentage wise. You know, I like statistics. Yeah. They give you a better percentage.
I'm gonna ride with you on those statistics. I ain't gonna give you no rebuttal. You know what I mean?
Have a
You
better-
don't glorify them statistics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna combat you like you be combating me. I'm a join into the glory of that.
All right then. So yo, try. So what we got coming up with Raw Reality, man? What we got coming up for the future, man?
Drop my podcast soon, man. Be the brother do print. I need to get this backdrop did.
And of course, it's gonna be Raw Reality, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So don't y'all be out there trying to steal this joint, thinking y'all about to come with y'all reality when you got the Raw's reality.
The raw reality.
Yeah, don't be
We
trying to
got
steal
them.
reality, and you know what I mean. You got the raw reality on stamp.
Coming out.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Oh yeah. We got a movie star in the house. We got a movie star in the house. Tell us what it was you was on.
Shout out. You know what I mean?
The most notable. Boy, move out them.
Young Thespian, y'all.
You know, a lot of people.
Okay.
Diesel.
Okay.
Already out.
You said Diesel?
Ye-
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Was that the one who got? Who was they with? What movie was that? That they was taking them up out of? Was that the one when they was taking them about the house? No, was that in BMF? It was one of them movies because no, it was one of them because they had on the Proud Detroit hoodie. What movie was that? Because that's our brand too. Proud Detroit, Georgius Lucius, Bully Boys.
Plug yourself again. Oh my god.
Georgius Lucius.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anywho, back to
But back to you. Yeah. But I just,
Yeah,
I
back
just
to
you
the
know what I mean? I just had a moment.
yeah.
Breadhead lifestyle too. That's my clothing line.
Right.
So I got new merch. Let that sit on the shelf because Raw Reality took over that a little bit. But
Okay.
I gotta give it. No, that's my first baby.
Right.
So, still mess with these kids, man. You know, trying to reach who I can reach. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I can get two, three good and that deal with me so they can bring two more good ones and them two more can bring, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just, you know how, you know.
Man, you gotta start somewhere, man. You gotta start somewhere. What better place to start but in your own community?
That's what I be on, you know, so. Just staying out the way. I'm about to, start back, probably working out, man, you know, get my body healthy.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Nothing
That's
wrong with
right.
I tell you all the time, your wealth is your health and your health is your wealth. So you can flip it and bounce it how you want to.
Yeah.
Just staying out the way, man. Trying to be a part of the solution, not the problem. However, you know what I'm saying? However that can work for me. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, for sure.
As you know what I mean? So, and then with that, as they would say, it takes a village to raise a nation. You know what I mean? So that's something that we have to get back to with, you know, our platforms and, you know, unifying together as a whole. You know what I mean? Getting these YNs, taking them to a, you know, exposing them to other stuff that they haven't been exposed to. And then once you do that, like going to like golf events and you know, business outings and networking and, you know, putting them in certain suits and stuff like that and making them right. Right, you know what I mean? It's just, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you know, idle time is a devil's workshop. You feel me?
They're not bad kids at all, bro. Some of these, like, I know some of these. You know, I see them on there. Now what they doing is they blocking me out.
Yeah.
They're not blocking me off their page, but they restricting what I see because you know what I'm saying. I'm sliding. I pull up on your block. If I know you personally, I see you do some hot shit, or you know you on some bullshit. I'm pulling up on you. You know,
Right.
but if I can't reach you, it's of course I reach you on Instagram because you're on there all day.
All
you know what I'm
day.
saying? But now they stop. They restricted me now, so you know what I'm saying. I can't see certain things on their page and shit. You know
Oh,
what I'm
wow.
saying? I'm tapped in, bro. Oh, you got that.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why you gonna catch a case, unnecessary case, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? The guys who over 20, that's 21 and over, ain't got no felonies, I be encouraging them to go get their fucking life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, just
Right. You can go get your gun license instead of catching a case, and then now you can't get, you gonna carry it. You might as well go get the license, all that, then you be straight. You know what I mean? But when you get it, because that's why, you know what I mean? Like, I had a conversation with my son. I was like, because my son, he's fearless. He'll fight you in a minute. But like, now he done calmed down. He good. He in school. I know going to a new school, he light skinned, good hair. You know how they be trying to challenge. You know what I mean? But but listen though, once he went there, and he got busy, it's over. You know what I mean? But like I told him, I say they know about you. So you ain't gotta prove yourself no more. You see what I'm saying? But now it's a different age, and then sometimes you have to watch these kids because you never know what they're going through. Because you got kids that's bringing guns to school and shooting teachers and shooting other kids and stuff like that. But also too, now there's so many people that got CCWs and carrying weapons. You know what I mean? Like you have to be cautious in dealing with people about anything on the road because people just think they can shoot people because they got a CCW and get away with it. You know what I mean?
I think it should be really. You should know how. First of all, if you can't fight, you can't get a gun.
Dang.
That's what
that's
you gotta go through basic training.
fight.
Yeah. If you can fight, you wouldn't. When you can fight, you do basic like some mental things, like some. You feel me?
Right.
To a motherfucker, how to de-escalate a problem because motherfuckers is
Right.
shoot. You know.
To the Donald Trump and the NRA, Raw Reality has a possible solution to gun control, y'all. You got a possible solution? I don't know.
Like, if nigga got booked, right? If they was like,
Right.
less fortunate in school, late bloomers, they was bullied. I don't think they should be police. I think they should go through some kind of
Therapy. They need to go through therapy, and they need to go through a lot of other things.
Them niggas who be fucking niggas up and being over
Jealous.
Because those they got bullied in school. They ain't.
Well, how you know? How you catch this though? How you know?
No, but you just see. But also too though. But you can, you know what I mean, signs and symbols for the conscious mind. You feel me? So you can see. That's just like, you know what I mean. That's like when we all went to the university. You feel me? Like which which professors had a chip on their shoulder. You see what I'm saying? You're like, he must have been dogged when he, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know that. You see what I'm saying? You know the one and the cool ones. You know what I mean? Like, you know the difference. You see what I'm saying?
Ain't look. They ain't going above.
No. They just want you to just do your work and complete your assignment and turn it in. Just like they used to tell us in school. They say, man, just come every day. We'll pass you with a C.
Oh, wow.
They just say, just have perfect attendance. You gonna get a C. Even if you don't do your work, just come every day.
Oh, wow.
Crazy out here though, bro. It's wild.
So you just heard Raw Reality gun control.
Yeah,
Whoa,
man.
you know what I'm saying? Gun control.
Like, where your heart at? You know what I'm saying? Where
sure.
your heart at, man? Like, a lot of people, man. A lot of people, they in jail and they ain't even have to be in jail, bro. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Because you had a chip on your shoulder, you had an ego, you didn't want to back down, you didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, the motherfucker gotta be able to, you know.
Right.
At one point, I couldn't think, I couldn't articulate certain shit,
Right.
de-escalate certain things. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do it, but over time, kept getting that head bump.
Right.
Older, that kind of shit. You know, you gotta just once you live life and you know you start understanding
Once you live life and what they say, live life and start life and
life because shit they you know they
right.
gonna crash out. You know what I'm saying? They crash.
They can scratch out.
Yeah,
Crash out.
they crashing too.
But people,
Girls too. Whoa.
but when they crash, you know they have an accident. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They have an accident.
bad one too. Nah.
No insurance, mean they got no money.
Uh-uh.
You feel me? No buying money.
No.
No compensation.
Everything else fall on somebody else to take care of you, to take care of all what you done crashed out on and left these people. You know what I mean? Like wild work. That's straight up wild work. You feel
It
me?
is.
But what we gotta do, we just gotta do what we supposed to do, and it's gonna impact somebody. You see what I'm saying? And then hopefully, it impact them. And it was like, so that's like we working on, me and my man Joe, we working on a commercial for, for GLF printing, right? And my thing is, the commercial is gonna be, us showing like, you can get this money selling these t-shirts, making, making these clothes, getting this money legal. You see what I'm saying? You can jump out these whips and all that stuff, getting in business, making this money like that. You feel me? So the same energy that you got towards whatever negative stuff that you dealing with, if you put that same energy into something positive, you're gonna get great results. And it's gonna be, like, and you ain't gotta worry about the nonsense. Yes, they is.
Now they know the you know knowledge you got going on, man. You put this shit hands up 10 years down the line. Put it in his head and he'll know how to do it. So you get better.
Right.
1, 2 guys feet, they homeboys grooving, t-shirts, whatever. Yeah, get more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. Right, because like you catch you catch the fad, the wave of the, okay, shoot, I'm getting one too. You know what I mean? Like, and then next thing you know, it's like you either have a, a wave of, everybody got clothing lines, or everybody got this, or everybody got that, or you see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Everybody got their own thing. Somehow,
Under one umbrella. Right.
both got close lines. Shit, you ain't do it till I did it. You know what I'm saying? You see my shit, like me personally, like when I started mine, Red Lifestyle, I started just because
Right.
I like to talk,
Right.
everybody, whatever that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody look the same. So I'm like, my brother.
Okay.
I always wear that, you know what I'm saying? So one day, something happened. Bread. Damn, I'm gonna keep calling that. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't use bread here because somebody had it, but I had the
Oh wow.
lifestyle. You know,
Is it a bread company
lifestyle.
or actual
No,
bread?
first,
Oh wow.
yeah,
Right.
like, why instead of L-I. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yep. Flip it. Change it.
Somebody was already breadhead lifestyle though the right way. Oh wow. What they got going on with that? What they
They
do?
probably just was just sitting on it, seeing if somebody was gonna buy it from them. That's all. That's what a lot of people do. They, you know, they get a name and just trade. You know what I mean? Get the
When somebody start you,
right. Yeah. That cease and assist.
cut it out.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Mhm.
yeah,
Once I did that, I had hollered at a couple people, you know what I'm saying? What's up, bro? I got, put my own money up, just, just rock with me. A couple people like, man, I ain't go whoop, but then turn around and start doing clothes. Like when they see my shit start
Picking up, getting that traction. That's how they. You know what I mean? Like,
like,
No.
we ain't doing.
Right.
We, we in competition. You know what I'm saying? And if your shit bust,
right.
gonna come back over here and be needing help, needing pointers, needing vendors and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's Gucci. You know, it's no I, no BQs.
Right.
We got.
But you know what I mean? And the whole thing is, man, we have to understand that when it's more, you know what I mean, it draw more people, like a clothing store here than the clothing store there. Just like the mall. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody don't like the same thing. You see what I'm saying? So that's gonna bring more people to the area. Like my brand, your brand, his brand. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's more than enough people in the world to support all of our brands. Like you say, we all come together and we all put that stuff in one store together and we all push it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, and go crazy. You see what I'm saying? That's like 313, like my man Fame. He a Detroit brand store. You see what I'm saying? So with all the Detroit brands in there. You see what I'm saying? And that way you know, like you can go to that one store and get the Detroit brand. You feel me?
Somebody had I would have been thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I had my
My own
own store in my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? That's where I have, do all my stuff at. But if
I
I
would
was
think
thinking,
I would still put some in his book.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Game will have it worked out, you know what I'm saying? Because
These people that don't even come.
towards people.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Give you more exposure.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But I wouldn't think about like that my own. So I ain't putting money on my shit.
So they're gonna have to come to my shit to get it. But if I would have been thinking, I would have.
Yep.
Cause I said I closed my store down, and I couldn't
Keeping your flow go. But you know, we all learn from that. You know what I mean? It's all a learning lesson, though.
Well, listen. We glad to have you on the show. Tell the people how they can get in contact with you.
Finkel Gotti on Finkel Gotti on the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We have raw reality content on there. Just need a little more subscribe, so I can monetize once I monetize.
Subscribe, like, and follow. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. That's everybody. That's
Yeah.
with everybody.
Yeah, I'm out and about. I'm out in your local neighborhood.
Yes. And we appreciate you coming on the show. And whenever you got some free time, he always welcome to come back on here and give y'all the raw reality at all times. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
For real, for real.
So, yeah, I mean, B. So look, y'all, like, subscribe, share. We here Mondays night at Monday night PM, 8 o'clock live, going crazy. You feel me? It's up subscribers up, likes up, shares up. You feel me? I'm your boy.